Hey guys, Alexa here. So today I just wanted to go live really quickly and explain a little bit more about my journey to losing weight and how my personal growth really impacted and affected that. So, let's just backtrack like four or five-ish years. It's 2017, right? So back in 2011, I remember when I moved out of my parents' house and into an apartment with one of my best friends. And it was awesome because I finally had my own space. I finally had my own kitchen. I had all of this new opportunity for me to finally get started on my journey. And so the first thing that I did when I decided to commit to getting started was, I was like, I'm going to figure this out on my own. I'm going to put together my own meal plan. I'm going to put together my own workouts that I can do from home. I went to Barnes & Noble and I bought this fat ass book. It was a women's health exercises, like for all parts of the body book or something. And I was trying to look for it, but I couldn't find it. But it was this fat book. And so I started like trying to put my workouts together, and I started Googling and putting together meal plans, right? And I was like super jazzed. I had all of that like initial excitement from moving out, having my own space finally. And what happened was, after those first few weeks, I was doing pretty good and, getting my workouts in or whatever. But just like everybody else, my excitement and my motivation totally started to like drop down. And it was very easy for me to just throw all that shit to the back burner and just kind of revert back to my old habits. And that's what happened to me. I kept doing that over and over. I would start and be super pumped, lose motivation, fall back, and have to start all the way over again. And so it wasn't until I started doing personal growth and started working on my mindset that I finally was able to make some serious progress on this journey and then finally not backtrack. Okay? So, I was really against this when I first got started, right? So like when I finally was on this roller coaster, up and down, right? I even lost 55 pounds over the course of a year, and I gained 53 pounds back the next year, right? So when I finally like hit that rock bottom moment, I was like, I need to figure out how to make this shit last, because I'm tired of starting over and over again. You know what I mean? So, that's when I decided to join my first challenge group, and that's when my coach reached out to me and was like, you know what, I really think you should get set up with personal development. I was like, chick, what's personal development? And she was kind of, explaining to me, giving me some recommendations. She was like, a really good one to start off with to really help with your mindset is called The Secret. And I'd heard of The Secret. My mom had that book, years ago. She'd seen the movie, I think, possibly too, and she had told me about it. But, I was like, that's too woo-woo for me. You know what I mean? I was like, those people that read self-help books are, nutso. That was my that was my mindset. You know what I mean? I always thought that personal growth and self-help was just bullshit, to be completely honest. But then, my coach told me, she was like, you gotta be working from the inside out if you want to make this a serious change. So I was like, I got to the point where I was just so tired of starting over that I was willing to do anything. And so I was like, all right, fine, I'll get this Secret book. Because like I said, because my mom had read it, I had already heard of it. And since my coach was recommending it to me, I was like, all right, let me start with this. So that was my very first personal development book, The Secret. And man, you guys, that opened up my world. It changed my life. It really teaches you that the thoughts that you have in your head are going to create the reality in front of you. Basically, if you are telling yourself negative thoughts and you have all of this negativity going on in your brain, that's going to be projected onto every situation and every relationship that you have in your real life. So when I first learned and understood about this, I was like, holy shit. It was like someone turned on the light bulb in my life, right? I realized that, every time when I was starting this weight loss journey, and I would lose that motivation, what was happening was I was going crazy in my mind with the negativity. I would be just go crazy with the excuses, you're tired, you worked really hard today, you don't need to work out, or you've been eating really well, you deserve that piece of cake. You know what I mean? I had all of this negativity going on in my head that was totally pushing me off track each time that I was trying to get healthy. And once I started doing personal growth and started to read The Secret, I realized that, I have to take control of my mindset. I have to work from here if I want to change my actions and my habits on the outside. So that's when I really started to dig into personal growth and personal, just personal development in general. I saw how much it impacted me, and I started to change my thoughts. Like when I started to have those negative thoughts that usually were pushing me off track in the past, I started to bring in a second voice saying, don't listen to that. You need to go get your workout in. You got to do it, and you're going to feel better after you do it. So just go, push play, get it done. You know what I mean? I had to start finding that good voice, that positive voice that was pushing me to take the right actions instead of just constantly listening to my ego, that negative voice that's always trying to push you off track. And I never would have learned how to do that if I hadn't accepted personal development into my life. So fast forward now, it's been 4 years since I started that. And you guys, I just brought these out just to show you. These are the books that I have already read or I'm currently reading right now, just in 2017. Okay, so this is in the last, 3 months? We're in April now, beginning of April. So yeah, it's been 3 months of the year. I have read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This is a life-changing book. Holy shit. I've read 2 business books that this one I finished called Get Over Your Damn Self. This one's another business book, She Means Business by Carrie Green. I'm also currently working through May Cause Miracles by Gabby Bernstein with my challengers. And I have another book on audio from Gabby called The Universe Has Your Back. Holy shit, that book is just, again, all of these are life-changing, but I really love Gabby Bernstein. So Universe Has Your Back, I need to add that to my list, but since it's an audiobook, I can't really show it to you guys right here. But just in these first 3 months, these are all of the books that I've been reading, you guys, seriously. So I am now 100% on board with the personal growth and personal development train. And you know what? It makes a humongous difference because you know what? Here I am. I've lost 80 pounds from my living room. I haven't gained it back for the first time in my life. You know what I mean? And not only that, but I'm just a happier person. I'm able to really control my thoughts and my anxiety, a lot better than if I wasn't doing any of this. Of course, I still have issues. I still have fear. I still have doubt. I still have all those negative emotions. But at least now with personal growth, I can be aware of it instead of just letting it run my life like I used to. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, my story of personal growth and how it's really impacted my life. It's a reason why I make it a part of my challenges and part of my accountability group. So, my Spiritual Fit Gangster Society group, of course, the goal is for everybody to be working on their health and fitness, but just as important as your nutrition and your fitness is this stuff, is the personal growth. We have a new book that we're starting this month. Mine is taking forever to freaking come in the mail and I'm pissed about it. Hopefully it should be here in the next 1 or 2 days, but it's called Adventures for the Soul by Shannon Kaiser. I'm so excited to dig into that one with my challenge group. So you guys, if you are struggling with your journey, what I'm trying to tell you, no matter what, and I'm not just talking about weight loss, I'm just talking about just in general in your life. If you are struggling with mindset or anything that's happening in your life, you need to be digging into personal growth, okay? Find something that speaks to you because there is a personal development book out there for whatever situation you're dealing with, and it will help you overcome and get through whatever your mess is that you're dealing with. Okay, yes, Lupe, I love what you said. Working from the inside out. That's what it's about. You have to work from the inside out. You got to work from here if you want everything out here to change. Okay, so adopt personal growth, embrace it, dig into it, and know that the more that you can grow on, from the inside, like I said, the more that your situation is going to change for the better on the outside. Okay? I hope this was helpful for you guys. Make sure that you dig into personal growth. And like I said, if you need help and support with this, I totally would love to have you part of my Spiritual Fit Gangster Society group. Because like I said, it's not just about health and wellness. It's about personal growth and transformation inside and out. So just shoot me a message here or shoot me an email at alexaeatsclean@gmail.com. I can help you get set up with our support and accountability group so that you can start working on just creating and manifesting your best life possible. Okay? Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Chat with you soon.